Hawaii Democrats continued a nearly 60-year tradition today as they gathered for the Unity Breakfast. KITV4's Jill Kuramoto reports strength, teamwork, and a pledge against negative campaigning were themes heard throughout the morning.
Smiles, hugs, and handshakes were plentiful here, where political differences are put aside and the values of the party are placed first.
Thank you.
Even Hawaii's senior senator recognized the intensity in this year's campaigns.
Without question, one of the most hard-fought battles of primaries in the history of our party.
But today, there was no animosity in one of the hotly contested primary election races, the U.S. Senate race. Ed Case joked about being a male candidate in the now female-dominated races for Congress.
Talk about being on the wrong side of history. Not that gender had anything to do with it, which it did. Maisie, you earned this straight up. Congratulations.
However, noticeably missing from today's gathering, Mufi Hanneman, who was defeated by Tulsi Gabbard as the party's nominee for the 2nd congressional seat.
I'm sure he has his own reasons, and I don't read anything into that.
After earlier inter-party controversy when former Land Board Chairwoman Laura Thielen joined the Democratic Party, Thielen says she's feeling the support from party members as she moves on to the general election as the Democratic candidate for State Senate District 25.
The party is many people, and obviously there was one committee that felt it had the right to decide who could run for office and who couldn't, but that's been resolved now. It is up to the voters to decide.
And in a show of unity, Governor Abercrombie called for an end to negative attack ads that were prominent in several races this primary election.
We are going to say to people there is no place in Hawaii for personal denunciation and character assassination in our elections, and we are not going to stand for it.
Jill Kuramoto, KITV4 News.
Democrats weren't the only ones sitting down for a meal to talk politics. Republicans held their unity luncheon where they focused on last night's victories and made plans for future campaigns. The GOP hopes to regain 2 seats lost in the state house and make gains in other districts.
So we're looking to pick up those 2 seats and maybe 1 or 2 more, so about 4 gained seats this year. And then in the Senate, we're looking for 1 or 2 as well. And from there, what we want to do is continue to build a grassroots, have the infrastructure, have a long-term view so that we can continue to systematically gain seats over the next 2-3 election cycles.
Even though the total number of Republican voters was much lower than Democrats during the primary, Chang feels Hawaii voters will pick the best candidates in the general.